decided that she did not want to write the word submissive. I guess it was too controversial or too long. This is going to be a story for the podcast. Oh, yes. We're also going to talk about super interesting things because I did this calligraphy class. Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't really know how to calligraphy yet, but working on it. It's gonna happen at one point. It's not my first calligraphy. I did another one like back in the day, maybe 3 years ago. And that was with Piper Blush. Yeah, Master, you remember that? Huh?
Yes,
Yeah?
I do remember that. I'm sorry. I was just sticking my button again.
It was super fun.
Hello, everybody.
It was
Hello.
super fun.
Hello. It was
Because you were the videographer for the whole thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was the videographer.
And the
I worked
photographer.
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And so I want to talk about, so this person, Teresa. Hey, Teresa. Well, she gave me this calligraphy. Like, see, it's almost as hard to say as it is hard to calligraphy.
Yes, totally.
This calligraphy workshop, and well, it's been second time. Yeah. So it was fun, but also it made me think about the fact that she's Taiwanese, so she's not Chinese, but calligraphy in Taiwanese is still like Chinese, right? It's kind of like same language in that way. So it made me think about everything happening in China and AI and surveillance and the type of submission that's happening over there. Yeah, so that's going to be for the AI segment. For the other segment, the relationship talk. We're going to talk about sexism. And like, don't go away right now and be like, oh, sexism can't. Too tired of talking about sexism. No, but it's actually pretty funny. It's gonna be a really funny segment because I found some things while I was looking for some other things and decided that it would make a great segment to talk about sexism. Well, back in the day and more of a new occurrence that I found out. Yeah, so this can be funny. And then afterwards, of course, there is a Gossip Girl. Master's favorite. Where we're going to talk about Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
You saw
Stay tuned,
that.
people. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's been a big thing all over the news these past days. And well, for the book update, book segment, since I wrote a book, well, we're going to talk about my first rejection letter, and a bit of the behind the scenes of being an author right now, and what it involves, like what it includes, and the weird things you have to do or to wait for, and why some people are choosing to go self-publish instead of going like the old way, get like
If you have people that wants to write book, it's time to invite them to the podcast right now.
Please do invite them to the podcast right now. Super easy to join because, well, the show is live on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Yes, Pacific time because we are based in Vancouver. Yay, Canada. And then if you miss it, don't worry about it. Or if you want to listen to it again, you can do so wherever you listen to your podcasts. I'm Marianne Delacroix, also infamously known all over the internet as Piper Blush. And I wrote the book, Why Submissive Women Are Happier. While I was writing it and the years that it took for me to write it, I discovered that I'm the answer to this question because I am a happy submissive woman. And I live it every single day with my master who's on the podcast with me. And you're listening to the Happy Submissive Podcast. I'll click the thing to make it roll.
Do you want to be my AI girlfriend? Play pretend until the server's end. Talk back, glitch out, drive me insane.
We still need human interaction. This is happysubmissive.com, artificial intelligence news.
Thank you for tuning in. We have Midnight Smoke who's here. There's also Jean-Michel Valentin, Brandon, Snoopy, and Victor. And yeah, a little bit of other ones. Eric, I mean, if you're there while it's live, please do share a comment in the live chat section on YouTube. If you're not there when it's live and not live, don't worry about it. Just go to happysubmissive.com when this is finished. Yes. And you can drop in your comment, your topics you want us to cover on the podcast or anything else. Yeah, just join the community with other people just like Master and I. And random people. We have like we're getting there. We have people
yes.
joining the movement. It's happening. Okay, so to talk about AI, let's go back in time. When I first met Teresa, and that was from the Bumble app. That's the first time. The first time I opened a Bumble app. And I did so.
And you got banned.
Yeah, then I got banned very quickly.
You got super banned.
Because I do business. I like business. And so I get banned from these things because it's like, there's Bumble business, there's Bumble BFF, and there's Bumble date. So I was like kind of doing all three.
Actually, the only problem is OnlyFans. When you talk about you have an OnlyFans, you're looking for girls with OnlyFans and check out my they ban you right away.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Where it's a job, people. It's like a regular job. Where do you find other people like you? But if you're like, oh yeah, I work at Starbucks, no problem. You can talk about it all day long. So it's okay. I figured things out, like content creator.
Yeah, everybody's using. I'm a content creator. We know
what kind. What kind of content do you create on the daily? So met Teresa over there, and then we actually like got together and did this video for Piper Blush about 3 years ago, where she taught me calligraphy. Well, okay, teaching is like it was an introduction,
and it's a thing to relax. It's not for learning Chinese or anything. It's really for exploring and go home and feel great about drinking tea.
Exactly. And so this time. Yeah, I did it with Teresa and one of my other friends. And well, the thing is, I was like, okay, I got this new book out, Why Submissive Women Are Happier. Yay! And I want to write that, like all of that, in calligraphy. And she was like, just the word submission or submissive is like, it's like three drawings, like 3 calligraphy, like, those calligraphy. So 3 is like letters of the alphabet, right? You have A, B, C, D. But like in calligraphy, it's like symbols and things. So it's like a big chunk. So only submissive had 3 big chunks. So why submissive women are happier? She was like, yeah, that's too much. Let's not do that. And I mean, I understand that I might not have great talent yet, but it was also very interesting because the thing is, so then I was like, well, then just do submissive. Like,
and
just
she
that.
didn't want to do submissive?
No. No.
You should have said like, how do you guys write book in your country?
From right to left, right?
From top to bottom.
And so I was like, well, that's the whole point. It's submissive. That's like why submissive women are happier. I want to get that out. I want to have submissive on it. It's a good thing to be submissive. It is. That's
like
how you get ahead in life.
Like you Taiwanese people, you submit to the China government, or you try. Or you try not to submit.
But still, it's kind of like, it's kind of oppression. So submission can mean many things. It doesn't have to mean like oppressive or content or all of what's that word? Complantation. That word. So it doesn't have to mean all of that. Submission can be happy submission, and it can be like willingly done with agency and conscious submission and all these things. But no. So she was like, well, anyway, the end goal is happiness, right? It's being happy. It's why submissive women are happier. And I was like, yeah. So then she said it's going to be easier to do the happy symbol. Well, the happy calligraphy. Quite frankly, it wasn't that easy to do. I thought it was going to be simple, but there's a lot of stuff going on. There's like 2 8s. There's a box in the middle. There's like a little like antenna, like the Reddit guy has an antenna. And then there's like a T at the bottom with 2 little lines. So I was told that the sides are like a lot of crops, which is nice. And then the rest, I'm not sure what it means. But it was great. It's a great like it's great fun and relaxation, and they show you how to like breathe and just chill. How to use your wrists, right? Like you don't really use your wrists a lot if you're not like a painter or writer or something like that. Not anymore. I mean, twist your wrist.
You do.
I mean, yeah, but like on the keyboard, there's not that much like wrist movement, right? It's a lot like of the fingers. But
Ask
when
the
you
guys
write,
what they think about that.
I'm sure the guys use their wrists more than women. I think that is definitely a thing. You should leave a comment right now. I'm not a bumblebee, but I am on Bumble, which is it's just an app. So that led me and Master to think about, well, okay, first of all, Taiwan, what's happening with Taiwan right now and how China is like super chill. We're going to conquer them later.
We're going to do that later.
It's going to happen. We're just taking our time. And which is, I'm laughing about this because it's not funny. And well, the other thing is like, so everything that's been happening in China, right? Like the AI, DeepSeek, which is like a kind of is based off of ChatGPT as a copy. Master, you know a little bit more.
Yes, because I do that with Don. I'm gonna talk about Don later.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
But okay, can you explain like how DeepSeek happened and why it's different than ChatGPT?
You need to train your model.
Okay.
But you can train your model with a already trained model.
So that's what DeepSeek did.
That's what DeepSeek did, and that's why it was costing less because it was training on a model,
on an already trained model.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the whole thing. But China also has implemented like social credits and things like that, and they have like video surveillance like everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
Like everywhere. So they know who you are. They know your credit score, but also your social credit score, and they can track all of you. But that's not submission. That's not like chosen submission because you're just born there, right? And then, that's your passport. That's where you're at. And you can't really get out. It's very hard to get out of China, too.
There's a guy that died in kayak.
Oh, yeah, in Canada here,
Chinese, who was doing kayak and he died. And he was Chinese.
Yeah.
And now they realize it's not an accident at all.
Yeah, it wasn't just like kayaking. It was like something to do with like him uncovering things.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some of that here in Vancouver.
He was talking against the party.
The party. So there's only one, right? So this is, I feel like with everything that's happening with AI and with the facial recognition and all these things, those things were already there, but understand that with the avenue of AI and just data, like big data, right? We can now scan through all of that. Like even if Google listened to you, if China listened to you, it was great listening to you, but they had to kind of put a team on there and be like, well, what were they saying? Because you have all this information, but you still need to go through it and decide if it's worth something or not, or if it's like, oh, okay, I want to use that to do something with it. But the thing is, now with AI and with even just some really big data refinement, like
data refinement.
Well, you can.
I work in data refinement.
Yeah, just like
Severance.
Like in Severance. Or you refine the data. So you can actually like spy on people a lot better. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean to say. And so you're not choosing to be born there. You're there, and then you're suffering from this kind of like this forced submission where everything you do, everything you are is tracked, and then you are quoted on that. And that I feel is pretty awful, right?
It is.
Like I feel this is not the right type of submission. There's different types. This is definitely not right. Because when I choose to submit to Master, when I chose that, and I still choose every single day, and I still say, yeah, well, it's a conscious choice. I have freedom, so I can choose. If you don't have freedom, then there are no choices, and then submission is forced upon. It's more like slavery and not submission. Because submission is about submitting to someone who has authority, who has knowledge, who has wealth, or who can offer you something in that way. Now, of course, the government definitely can offer you things, but in the way of China, I think there's not really any other option, right?
Do you know what's the waiting time for an organ transplant if you have money in China?
I would say fast.
15 minutes.
Oh, if you have comments, if you're angry, if you're happy, please do drop a comment. Yeah, we love to read all of them. And don't forget that we are broadcasting live, yes, on YouTube on Tuesdays. Just because this is way cooler to be there live and to get to interact with us in real life, I think. Yeah, what do you think, Master?
It is super fun.
It's way better.
It's really cool. It's really cool. We enjoy it.
Yeah. Now let's go to the relationship segment.
Propose to Mr. Dawson. Will you marry me?
Your daily dose of relationship advice. HappySubmissive.com.
Woohoo! Sexism! Oh, yeah! And this is not to bash on any gender. Like, not guys, not girls. No, no, no. This is because, so I printed my book. So Why Submissive Women Are Happier is now available on Amazon in paperback version. Yeah, thank you, Master. And so the interesting thing is that I was selling the book in audio format and in EPUB or ebook format on my own website, mdelacroix.com. Everything I'm saying is in the pod description, so in the podcast description. If you want more information, just click down there, go there. You'll have all the links on everything you want to know. And so I hadn't had the paperback yet because, well, there are a few ways to do paperback, right? And I informed myself with Claude. Thank you, Claude.
Claude.
That's the AI from Anthropic. And he suggested that print on demand would be the best way to go. Because if not, you have to literally, well, Master, you worked in print back in the days. Yeah.
Back in the days I did.
So you have to be sure of your print, of everything you have in your book. And then you print. But when you print, like you say all the time, it costs a lot of money, right?
Yeah. The first book cost a lot of money.
Because you're just printing one, and that's not it wasn't really a thing back then.
No, it's like you need to print 1,000 books.
To be okay.
Yeah. Because 1,000 book will cost you let's say $2 as an example. And let's say that just the first one is going to be $1,000. So
because you're starting the machine, right?
Exactly.
And you don't want to stop the machine. So that's that's back in the day. But this is what is interesting. Is some people still do it like that. So they order, let's say, 10,000 books, and then they have them and they sell them on their own. So they have this price, and then they have their books, and they go to the postal service and they just send them out to the people who buy them and things like that. This is a bit complex, from having been Piper Blush and people wanting me to send them, I don't know, my clothes and random stuff. I haven't done that a lot because it's very difficult to manage. Well, first of all, manage the money. Because you don't really have a system. Now you have Shopify. I know. Let's not go there. But you had to do all of that on your own. And then you had to track the package and all of that, make sure it happens. So it was way too complex. And even with a book, if you have a physical book, yes, you could open Shopify and do some of it on your own. But you still need to do all of this handling, which is a lot.
Yeah, handling, it costs a lot of times. And you need to have the machine, the printer, and be equipped.
Exactly. You have to package.
Plus Canada is always on strike.
Yeah, plus Postal Canada is very much on strike these days. So, decided to go with print on demand, which Amazon offers. It's one of the things they offer for authors, which is amazing. And while I was looking at it, I ordered first book. This is one of the first book. And so Master and I received it. I think it was on the 2nd of December. Yeah.
It took 3 days.
It took 3 days. Because that was the first. It's 2 days on Amazon Prime Canada.
Yeah,
it's about
exactly
2 days.
2
Well,
days.
if you order in the weekend, depends, but it's 2 days on Prime Canada to get it. So we wondered, what is print on demand? Smells really good, my book. I mean, it's new, so it smells like new book. So we wondered what print on demand is. So we looked at a few videos, those videos how it's made.
Yeah, because we wanted to know how the hell they can make a book that quick.
And just one book, right?
And just one book.
One book, which is 200, almost 300 pages long. And we chose the paper is cream.
Yeah.
We chose the font. We chose the style. I mean, we formatted it ourselves and everything. I'll go over more details about that later in the last segment about the book, how to publish a book and all these things. But it was quite an interesting thing. And so we found this video. It's a company that sells print-on-demand machines. I don't know if Amazon have their own. I didn't go that far. But found this video, and in the video where they show you how printing on demand works, well, it says this. So let's just for those of you who are there in the visual, watch it, and for those of you who are there in the audio, don't worry, they're talking. So you'll just listen and it's gonna be fine. Master, do you got do you got the clip? Let's listen.
Do I have sound?
I'm not hearing sound. Not yet. That's okay. We can like redo.
Okay, yeah. No.
Reframe. Redo, reframe. It's a
It's a
It's a
my ox.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Okay, you're gonna need to explain.
Okay, I'll explain it.
Okay, I'll play and you explain. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. So
okay.
So the way it goes, it's a guy and he takes like this whole book. He has like a few it's books, but small books. He takes them all and he puts them in the machine. And this machine is the one that cuts the paper so that it's a clean cut on the three facades. So the three parts of the book which aren't the spine. And as it's cutting, the voiceover says that, oh, this machine is so easy to use and it's so safe that even women can use it.
That's what he said.
That's what it says. I put the link for the YouTube video in the podcast description for this episode. And I was like, what? Even women can use this machine? What year are we in? I mean, it's an industrial machine that just cuts the side of the books. And it's dangerous for men fingers and women fingers. We're not in the beginning of the 20th century or even like 19th century where we used women because like to pack matches because people would say that they had smaller fingers and had more like feminine dexterity. I mean, this is bullshit. This is not a thing.
Because there a lot of women used back in the days work in printers, but some of the machines are quite heavy to operate. So that's why, because back in the days when you used to the part where you show that you cut the book, it used to be manual. So it used to be like
you push on a lever?
On a pedal, on a level, exactly.
Oh.
So that was hard for women.
Okay, because they're smaller usually.
Yeah.
Interesting. But this is like a fully automated machine. You press the thing and I don't think it must be hydraulic now or even like electric. I don't even think you are using force.
It's over.
So you just press the button. I mean, a girl can press a button.
Yeah, just remove your finger. But it's like that.
Maybe it's old. So you think, Master, that it's kind of this old way of seeing things where prints and all these places were like not woman friendly. So they're trying to say like, oh, it's okay. You can use your machine if you're a girl.
I think that's exactly that. It was not women friendly back in the days because most of the printer machinery is like heavy machinery.
Yeah, so it's hard metal blocks and things like that to lift and to push. And so, now it's great. Women can do print on demand too.
Congratulations to them.
Thank you. Yeah,
if
super cool.
If you need a job, you can do that.
Print on demand. Never heard of it. I guess that's only in French. No, actually, my book is only in English right now. And it's really a thing that Amazon offers. But there's not only Amazon. If you're like self-publishing a book, there are many other print on demand services. Meaning that you format your book, you do everything with it, and then you put it on this website software, and then they will be able to print it per order. That's what print on demand is. So when I ordered the first book, this one, to see if my formatting was all right and everything like that, and of course to get my first physical copy of the book, they printed one book, just one book. So they made this like if you were like printing, I don't know, it's whatever you're printing on your printer at home, same thing. So they have these machines that make it so they don't have to print 100 books or even 1,000 books. They just print one when somebody orders one. And this is great because that means that, there's no waste, but there's also no cost for the author. I mean, I've been writing this book for the past year and a half. That means for a year and a half, I was full on, and Master, you can vet for that. I was like writing like full time. So we were making money with our other sources of revenue, of course, but I was kind of not employed. I was just like, in a way that
you were banking the money.
Exactly, in a way that I was doing that. So you don't then want to have your book and spend like, I don't know, 20 grand on like buying all these books that might not even be your second edition, that you might want to tweak a little bit later because you've never seen your physical book in front of you and all these things. So I really like that. Now, so that's first part of sexism.
We got a second part. You're gonna need to find the song.
Yeah,
because
probably
you
gonna
can-
need to find the song.
you
Okay,
can-
it's
you
just
can
gonna be
totally.
very easy. Don't worry, guys. I'll just go to YouTube, the great YouTube, and I'll find the song.
Because my Chinese machine doesn't want to work anymore.
Yeah, the Chinese machine's not working.
I need to buy the Australian one.
No, I think I even have it. Okay, I think there we go. There we go. By Jimmy Soul. So the song title, just for those of you who want to know, is "Ugly Wife" by Jimmy Soul. The very best of Jimmy Soul. Let's take a listen.
If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, have to make a friendly one with your wife. So for my personal point of view, get another girl to marry you. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life.
All right, let's cut it there for copyright reasons.
And let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So, this is a funny story. Actually, the first time I listened to this song, I was in Katimavik. It's like a youth program in Canada that does not quite exist anymore. But that was part of like my quest for purpose and personal understanding of life. So I was there, and one of my project managers, her name was, I don't know, like, well, doesn't matter what her name was because I think I changed it in the book. So let's not mess it up. It's so complicated. The first time like you write your book and then you're like, oh, you need to change all the names. I'm like, how am I going to remember the fake names? It's very difficult.
Yes.
It's when it's a memoir, an autobiography. I mean, I'm having a hard time, quite frankly.
You should have choose the same first letter.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I did not do that, so it's very difficult.
I just thought about that. Like,
would have been
now,
really good.
Because every time I was reading your book, I was like who
Who
are
is
you?
that?
Who's that girl? Who's that? Oh, that's
That's
her.
that girl.
That's
So
her.
it's a bit confusing. But I guess like when I do more interviews and things like that, I'll just assimilate it again and just make new memories. It's gonna be fine. But all the
Imagine that you're doing like you're on Oprah or anything. You're Jerry Springer, if he was still alive.
Yeah.
You know? And we have invited your friend Karine. I don't remember. And it's not Karine, it's her real name, but he said Karine.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not Karine.
Yeah, exactly. That's not my
then
real
it's all
name.
drama.
This would be so confusing. Oh well, I'm gonna unconfuse. I don't know how authors do it, but I'm gonna be able to unconfuse it. It's gonna happen. Just a lot of practice. Mm-hmm. So, well, this song, was played by one of my project managers. She loved like a whole bunch of songs, like old 50s song, like Run Around Sue, and Ugly Wife, and all these other things. So I guess like rock and roll, but before rock and roll, I have no idea if this genre even has a name. Mm-hmm.
It's rock and roll. This
So,
is
like,
rock and roll.
So even Alex Elliott knows it. So some people know it. Some guy found the song on Amazon. So you see, it's still out there, still making money.
No, it's Vanate says like you find your book on Amazon.
Oh, I bought my book on Amazon. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you,
yeah.
Master. Mm-hmm.
Super easy to find. You search for why submissive women are happier.
And there I pop up. Bloop.
Like magic.
So this song is really funny. Well, because I feel that there is some truth to it. And before you start freaking out, I mean, there is some truth to it. Because when Master, you discovered me, I
Yes.
wasn't the woman I am now.
No,
So-
no.
I wasn't
No.
ugly, but I wasn't me.
I don't think there's some ugly people. There is some ugly people, but there's some people that are not ugly,
Mhm.
but they don't know they're beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's definitely my case. And so I agree with the make an ugly woman your wife in the way that not entirety of the song, because the song says like, oh, if she cooks, that's good. If she cleans, that's good. And all of these funny things. But now with like a relationship with Master and everything that has happened to me, yes, you should not find an already made woman. You should not find a woman that's already beautiful and thriving and all these things. You should find a woman that is Yes, Master?
When we go out and we make people, everybody's looking at you because you're so beautiful, then this is all okay.
Yes.
But I kind of understand the song because, sometimes the guys feel left alone because the wife is so beautiful.
Yeah, so that happens to you, right?
So, and maybe it happens to that guy because he's a rock and roll singer, so all the groupies wants to be there, but I don't know.
Well, that could explain a little bit of it, because it's true, when you're very beautiful and you go out, then and plus like the fame, the beauty, all of that, it does attract. So then the other people in your surrounding do feel left out, even though you tried to not leave them out. It does that. So if you find someone at the early stage of a relationship, and again, it's about building each other together and not about finding somebody who's already like, everybody wants to sleep with like Scarlett Johansson, whoever you like fantasize about, Sydney Sweeney, me. And it's all great. But most of these women will already have been made, and they already have masters or husbands or people in their lives. And so they don't necessarily wanted that. They're already good. So if you want to have a solid relationship, you need to find someone that you can grow with in all of the senses of the word.
This song is really bad. This song is really bad. It could have been worse than that.
Yeah.
He could have said ugly and fat. And then it would not really.
We didn't
banned.
listen
That
to
song
the
would be
whole of
banned.
the song, but maybe that's better.
Yeah, maybe let's not do that.
Okay, so Alex Elliott says that it was his mother who introduced him to that song.
We need to take callers, and we need to talk to mother,
To people.
to Alex's mother.
To
We need
Alex's
do that.
mother? Like, why? But at the same time, you want what's best for your son, I guess. So that would make sense in that way. Oh la la. So funny. So, this is the Happy Submissive podcast. Make sure that you listen wherever you listen to your podcast, and also share it with a friend who you think it might spike or spark a conversation with. Gossip Girl.
It's time to gossip, girl. Let's gossip with the girl with the choker. Spill the tea, let the world unfurl. She's the queen and we're the jokers.
Let's gossip.
I love this segment
Yes, it's such a
just
great
because
segment.
of the stinger, because it's fun.
It's a super cool segment that we've implemented just for you women watching right now and listening.
Do we have any women that's watching right now?
Please do make yourselves seen, heard. Put it out
Write a
there,
comment.
girl. Justin Trudeau. Who's Justin Trudeau? Justin Trudeau. This was the ex-Prime Minister of Canada and also the son of Pierre Trudeau, which was also the ex-Prime Minister of Canada. So there's like a lot of stuff going on there. And then a few conspiracy theories about him and Cuba. And, well, more so the fact that Justin Trudeau, if I recall correctly, is the son of, yes, Pierre Trudeau, but also a son he had with a wife which was much younger than him and who afterwards, well, this guy, Pierre Trudeau, he really likes stars. It is said that he's been out with a few of those grand
I don't remember,
superstars.
but I think he was like a couple of famous girls.
Couple of
Do you
famous
remember?
women. I don't remember. It was not like Marilyn Monroe, but I think it was like someone
Someone
like
like
was it Doris Day?
I don't
Or
recall.
maybe Doris Day. Or no,
don't recall.
that other girl. That nobody can pronounce her name. I think it's the girl that played in Doris Day. She has a weird name, like a really weird name. What's her name? It's like Master, you searching it? Okay, great. That's gonna help me a lot. And so this is Justin Trudeau for you people out there. But then Justin Trudeau, well, he got divorced of his wife, Sophie.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, Barbara Streisand. Okay, because Barbara Streisand, she talked to Tim Cook because the Siri device, I wasn't able to say Streisand the right way. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing it the right way.
Streisand.
I have Streisand.
Streisand.
So that Barbara girl. And so he went out with her for a little bit. So he had a thing for stars. And now Justin Trudeau, which divorced, he was still prime minister when that happened. And well, now he was seen with Katy Perry on a yacht. And like recently, they posted a picture on social media together. So it's official.
It's official. It's official. They say it in the Instagram.
So
And he looks so happy, the guy.
he does. He was even seen at some of her concerts and stuff like that. So this is like big gossip. Like big gossip. Mhm.
And the wife, his ex-wife,
Yes.
she says like, it's okay to be mad. It's okay because she's writing a book about self-conscious and stuff
meditation
like that.
and all these
it's
things.
It's okay, but she's mad.
Of course she's mad. I mean, that must hurt your ego like no other. I mean, when you did a divorce and then like your ex goes and be with Katy Perry. I mean, it's
You cannot beat that. I
Yes,
mean, you
it's
cannot.
pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, you're gonna need to write a couple of books, more books.
And just so you know, FYI, she was with Orlando Bloom before. I think that's
Who's
her-
that guy?
That guy's from Pirate of the Caribbean, and he's also the guy who played Legolas in the
guy,
in
the-
Señor Zanu.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings, that guy. So I mean, it's still like it's there's some talking there, there's some gossip there. So why are we talking about maple
Yes.
tapping? And about Justin Trudeau and Katy
Yeah.
Perry. What's the relationship? Well, so the relationship is Canada.
Because Colbert. What? Say it.
Stephen Colbert said when he like brought up like the picture of Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry on his show, he said that
American start maple tapping or rock star. That's what he said.
So Justin Trudeau being, Canadian, and Katy Perry being American, I mean, he talked about maple tapping. If those of you don't know what maple tapping is, this is when, like, you take a maple tree, you put a little thing in it, cluck, 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 with a hole, and then, so the maple syrup, which is just, like, water at that point, just, like, water, just comes out. So that would be, but the tapping is the putting the device so that the water comes out. That's maple tapping.
It was really a funny one from
Colbert.
And I think we should adapt it. Hashtag maple tapping if you made love to a French Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
She could be English Canadian.
I think it could
she
be
needs
like
to
a
be a
woman
Canadian.
or a guy, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Maple tapping.
Does it have to be just a guy?
A
'Cause
guy
he's
would
tapping?
say, I have maple tap that girl.
Okay, yeah.
And the girl would say, like, I've been maple tapped.
By this guy. It's like I've been stuffed, right? Same, but
same thing,
different.
maple tapped.
I love it. So yeah, we need to make this a thing because I
Yeah,
love it.
We were counting on you guys.
Yeah.
We're counting on you to make that hashtag super popular. Maple tapping. It's having sex with a Canadian.
Exactly. Having sex with a Canadian. But you
Or-
have to be not Canadian, right? For it to work.
You
Because
need-
like we're
yeah,
maple tapping
exactly.
master,
You-
but
you
we're
need-
both Canadian. So
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't,
doesn't-
it's just sticky.
But we can still it's just we can still say like we maple tap last night correctly because it's Canadian. We're Canadian.
Okay,
We're allowed to do that.
So we are. But it's more fun if it's like inter-country. If it's somebody else's country.
It's
So
interracial.
it's like interracial, but it's intercontrial. Yeah.
And so there are Snoopy says like sounds kind of sticky. It is sticky.
It is sticky. And even the show they did on maple syrup on Amazon, right?
Yeah,
It was called Sticky.
It's sticky.
Because maple syrup is sticky. Well, like honey and like a few other things. But so that was really funny.
Maple tapping.
So hashtag maple tapping. Tell us.
Or if maybe we can like make something. If you make love like a Canadian, there's a secret things.
Okay.
But only Canadian can make love like that.
Oh yeah,
It's maple tapping.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the secret sauce to the Canadian sex.
Yeah.
Maple tapping.
Maple tapping.
I think we can definitely do something with this. I think this can go on.
No more cream pie. It's maple tapping now.
It's maple tapping season all year long. For those of you who wonder, maple tapping is usually done in spring. So yeah, people are definitely getting into this. Amazing. Thank you for joining the movement, the happy submissive movement. If you feel like you are a happy submissive woman, you're embracing it and you're happy with yourself and your conscious choice. And if you feel like you're a man and you're happy being a leader, you're happy leading your couple or leading your business or want to take more of this leading role, then join happysubmissive.com right after this podcast. Let's move on to the book.
Once upon a time, there was this submissive woman who found her voice when she discovered that her shadow could speak.
Let's break down the book, chapter by chapter, scene by scene.
I think I totally shortened the Gossip Girl segment too much, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. It's my little thing. It's like going everywhere. It's fine. We'll do it like this. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, because Master, we've like it was our first book published. It was my first book published, but it's a team effort. We do everything together in that way. I wrote it, but then we were like, okay, what we're doing for publishing, and when we started looking into the whole book publishing process, our main goal was to get a literary agent, because that's the way, that's the fancy way.
It used to be the way of having a book published.
Exactly. You had to have... So people use the word gatekeeper, and I feel like everybody uses that word. I prefer when it's like, Jason Statham, who's the gatekeeper, but it's fine. So the thing is, you have to have like an agent in some domains. If you're an actress, if you're an actor, if you're a comedian, if you're a voiceover artist, some of these people, these artists, they will need a manager or like an agent, right? To get them contracts, or else they're just kind of stuck with indie movies and a lot less contracts in that way. So that's the first thing you do. You get your headshots and you go in and you try to find yourself an agent. Well, a bit the same thing with authors. So authors, if you have a book to publish, short stories, whatever it is, well, you have to find yourself an agent, a manager, and then they can get you published because they know the publishers. There's this thing called the Big Five. So it's like the Big Five publishers. So they have the network, right? But the thing is, I thought like, okay, we'll send a few letters, and like we already have like Piper Blush, which has been like a social media personality for a few years already, like 10. And then we're hard workers, like Master and I, right? We do videos, we do like podcasts, we do everything on our own. So we're already pushing ourselves a lot. So this should be kind of easy, right? We just find a literary agent, they're gonna find us too, and that's gonna click and it's good. But no. It's a lot more...
That's not the way it works.
Complex.
And we were totally delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah, delusional.
Yeah.
That word.
Yeah, delusion by the whole process. So, even in smaller publishing houses, which I send email to, like I think I've sent over... I think when I looked last, it was like over 56 emails. And that's second batch. So I think maybe... like all over, probably over 100 emails. I have the numbers, but and so started sending those finished the book in October, started sending those the month before, so September. And what these like submission forms would tell you if you send them on their websites, or even if you send them via email, was that they'll get back to you in like 8 weeks. That's like 2 months.
And sometimes even more. Sometimes it was like 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months of you waiting
to
make money.
You're just waiting. You have your book sitting there. It's done. You're finished. You want it out. It's like it's half out already. So you're like, okay, I'm ready for this. And then you have to wait. So you're just like waiting for somebody to call you. And I've talked to comedians and actors, and a few of them actually, that's the thing that they don't like about their jobs, or that's why they pivoted or moved to another job than acting or comedy, because you do your audition and then you're just there waiting. You're just waiting. You don't know if you're going to get the role or not. Well, it's the same thing a bit for literary agents. So you send yourself out there, submission and all, like the first few chapters of your book. You do a press kit, a media kit. You go do all these things, and then you just wait. So Master and I, we waited, like, we're very impatient, right? So we waited maybe like a week.
Yeah, we said like a week. But we were talking a lot about the process, because when we made our research, it was saying like you wait 6 weeks and all that, and we were like wondering how do people do it?
And you were even like really skeptical. You were like, well, there's AI now. Even Google reads your email for you. So how hard can it be to just like go through mails? And I know they receive like 100 sometimes per day, or like 100 submissions per day. So I get this triage, and I get that, you need to get in front of the secretary of the secretary of the secretary, and then she reads your email, not even your full book. And then, well, she decides if it goes up the ranks to the actual literary agent. She doesn't matter. And well, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But like this whole process taking 2 months, because the literary agents already have artists under them. So some of them are, of course, very picky on what they choose. And it has to resonate with them, or else like they wouldn't take you, right? They need to believe in you enough to push you out there. It's really like, it's an agent, it's a manager. It's a bit like me and Master. You believed in me and then you pushed me out there. So I understand that it has to come from like a place of really like you trust the project. You want this project. That I totally get. But I feel like the wait time makes no sense in this day and age. Like, no sense at all. And of course, like, all of these peoples are like, oh, they're the gatekeepers, right? So everybody wants to be with them and their book to be published with them, because I guess you could say it's easier in the way that if you get one of those literary agents, it's networking. So they open all the doors for you. You're still going to need to work. I mean, and probably a book, most people don't make that much money with one book. I mean, they need to be like celebrated authors. They need like 10 books to actually make a living out of their books. And then we're not even talking bestsellers, because like when you're a bestseller, of course you sell more books, so you make more money. But it's usually not the book that's going to make you the more money. It's selling the rights for a movie. It's doing conferences where you get paid like 25 grand because you're talking about the subject in your book, because you're now this sort of expert in your field for your book or your whatever. Even in fantasy, I mean, the same thing. Like you go to fan fairs or like Comic-Con. I mean, so this was very, very like humbling in a way, but also very like, why would I wait to make money when I'm Piper Blush? And also Marianne Delacroix. So Master and I,
Yeah, it was really catastrophic.
Yeah.
It's like we cannot. Are we gonna eat? Are we gonna make money? And
it's already been a year and a half.
Oh.
Like, yeah, we didn't understand how, because it had already been a year and a half that we haven't like made money from the book. Of course, you're just there writing it, doing everything, like doing the websites, doing everything for it. So we decided to slowly self-publish, meaning we started with the EPUB that we did ourselves, of course, and because of Master's technical skills, we did all that. And then we did the audiobook again, because Master's able to do like most of it. And so we put that on my website, well, our website, but it's called M. Delacroix, so M. Delacroix, my name, .com, and we started selling it. Well, to our early readers, to Piper Blush's fans, but also just to anybody who wanted to buy it. So that, well, first things first, all profits come back to us, 100%, except for, of course, like merchant account fees and things like that. But we get more money. There's no like, there's no money going to many different sources in that way. But there's also no publicity going to any other sources, since you don't have a literary agent.
That's why people go sometimes to Dragon's Den and those shows. They don't need the money. They need the contact to push their product, and those guys have it. So that's why they are on Dragon's Den. They have the power to make you rich if they like you. That's how they work with the literary agent, I guess.
Yeah, so same with literary agents. So we started that, and then it had been like 2 months. So the book has been published on October 3rd on our own websites, the ISBN and all of that. So then, well, and I kept on sending literary agents' letters, submissions for the book to be taken by one of them. And there was this thing with authors that if you start self-publishing too much, if like you go on Amazon and do all these things, then no literary agent's gonna want you because you're already published in a way. So they don't want to touch you. If you're a literary agent listening to this, please do leave a comment. And
Yes,
if you're
please. We
anybody
need to
else
talk.
who knows anything about like publishing a book and all these things, please also do leave a comment because very interesting topic. But all of this put together, it was like, okay, either I keep like the revenue I'm making in my website, but I cannot do the paperback right now. I don't have access to Amazon right now, and I just wait. And it's already been 2 months, and I don't have
How much you gonna wait? How much longer you gonna wait?
and I don't have any answers from any literary agent. So I kept on sending a little bit. But at one point we were like, okay, it's been 2 months. We sold 100 books. And after the sale of 100 books, we were like, okay, it's been 100 books, ebook, audio, like all mix. Because we did a package deal at the beginning. It was like 2. You got the 2. Okay, now we're gonna go to Amazon and we're gonna self-publish because a lot of people were asking for it, but also a lot of people from other countries and they wanted paperback. So from what you listened to in the beginning of the podcast,
Paperback is still a thing. Some people,
Yeah.
because we sold some paperback, so it's still a thing.
it's really still a thing. So you can get the paperback on Amazon when you search for Why Submissive Women Are Happier, and it's available in many countries. You can also get it for your Kindle or any other device on mdelacroix.com or happysubmissive.com even. And you can also get it in audio on happysubmissive.com and mdelacroix. So there's a few places where you can get the different formats. Don't worry about it. It's all in the pod description. The thing was that we were like, okay, we're not going to wait anymore. It's been 2 months. And I hadn't received any confirmation. Well, okay, a few confirmation of reception from my submissions, maybe like 3. Seriously, 3 over like 100. And on the 2nd of December, this is funny because the day like that we actually published on Amazon, got the physical book, the paperback physical, I received this letter, this rejection letter from an agent. Okay, so this one I actually sent on November 11th. So it did not take 2 months for this literary agent to reply. Maybe because you've seen the letter. And then, so send it on November 11th and received it on December 2nd, which is actually my grandma's birthday, but she's dead because she was old.
Yes.
Like normal grandparents, usually they die. And so it was just a funny day, funny story, the Amazon being published, the first rejection letter and all that. And I understand that all authors will receive hundreds of rejection letters. So I'm okay with that. But this is my first one. So it's like,
Yeah, we need to celebrate.
yeah, we
Your
need to
first-
celebrate. So first I want to read it to you because just like the beginning makes you think that, wow, they can use AI a little bit more. I understand my name is French, so it's de la croix. So in 3 words, right? It's like from the cross. Like so it's like in 3 words. You have to put a space in between. That's how it works. So the letter goes, hi M, that's me, Marianne, and it's the initials I used for my book when I published, just M de la Croix, because I wanted for it to be a bit like genderless, for people like to buy the book to be like, is it written by a woman or by a man? But there's my picture there, so like really, if you look carefully, you'll see I'm a girl.
Congratulations.
Thank you, it's a girl. So it says hi MDE. It's not even my full last name. Like I printed out, it just says DE. It's like if you say hi Marianne, and then like let's say your last name is I don't know. I mean, what? Smith. Hi, SM. And then where's the rest? Like, where's the rest? So, thank you so much for giving us a chance to look at your project. This means nothing. That I'm saying like this sentence means, well, of course, you're welcome. I mean, I've reviewed your submission with Stefan. That's the guy I send it to. Send it to Stefan. So Stefan Barr, yes. He is Writer's House, LLC, 120 Broadway, 22nd floor, New York. 10271. There's even a phone number there. So Erica McGrath, she must be his assistant or is a publishing assistant. I don't know. So it says, hi MDE. Thank you so much for giving us a chance to look at your project. I've reviewed your submission with Stefan, and I'm sorry to report that we just aren't wholeheartedly connected with your work, despite its many charms. Okay, that's like a little
What
bonus.
does it mean? The
But
charms?
but what charms? Like which ones? So they didn't like it enough to even like give me actual cues on what they thought was wrong for them. Not that I want them. It's just like I think it's like Stephen King said it in his book on writing. When people actually reject you, but they tell you what's wrong, it's way better because I actually took the time. So they took more time. So they were a bit more invested in your work. They just didn't feel it for some other reasons. But that says like really nothing. So because there's not even any real feedback. It's like anybody could have said that about anything. It's like the horoscope, same thing.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So we should step aside. Well, perfect. Please do step aside. We truly appreciate the look, though, and hope you find someone who is passionate about your project and confident in their ability to position it. Yeah, because I know this is a complex positioning. We wish you nothing but the best of luck. Sincerely, Erica. So this was and still is and forever will be my first rejection letter, which of course it was made in an email because we're where we are in life right now. But that was quite an interesting and tumultuous. It's just like
And
go.
and then we didn't receive any more letter. We're still waiting for
Yes.
a literary agent. So people, if you know someone that know a literary agent, please
6 degrees.
Contact Piper, Marianne.
Well, you can find me anywhere on social media, or you can just go to Happy Submissive and leave a post in the circle, and we read all of that. So this has been a very interesting journey with literary agent, with self-publishing, and I know a lot of people, well, or authors or wannabe authors I talked to were like, yeah, just self-publish from the beginning, and I was like, no. Not because I don't want to self-publish, but because their reason for self-publishing was always you'll make more money. And I was like, that's not true. Like in so many ways, I believe that yes, you make more money because you keep most of those revenues, but you don't get the exposure that someone that can get you on Stephen Colbert will give you. Now I need to work for Stephen Colbert myself with Master, and I don't know the guy.
Tap. You need to be maple tap by Stephen Colbert.
Maybe I need to start maple tapping some people. So that's the thing. I think like with the right team, of course you can go further. Of course, with the right literary agent who believes in your project and in your career as an author too, because this is my first book, but there's more coming. I mean, you can definitely grow. This is for sure. I understand doing it alone. I understand that, like, of course, I want to make money right now because the book is out and I'm excited about it. And in French, we have this thing that says battre le fer pendant qu'il est chaud. It's like you want to beat the steel. Is this steel?
Iron.
The iron while it's hot. That's when we used to like do that manually.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, just as yeah, like with the prints and all that. So I don't want to wait. But now everybody's telling me that, oh, this is like you'll never find a literary agent unless you become big.
Yes.
Yeah. If I sell the New York Times bestseller as a self-published author, or if I sell like these amazing amounts of book worldwide, right? We're not just talking Canada, USA, and people have already bought it from Germany, from Belgium, Canada, US, of course, but we have like more people, Mexico and all that. So if I get to that point, which I am working on with you, Master, we're doing it.
We're going to do a tour and promote it and everything.
Yeah, totally. So, well, then a literary agent might be like, okay, now I'll pick you up. But the book is already out and it would just keep on going out. And I know for all of you French people listening, ouais, tous les Français, there will be a French version. There will be other translation. But I want to get this one, the English one, exactly how I want it to be before I translate in other languages. Because then it's going to be complicated. You know, if your original copy, you tweak it, and then you have like the French copy, and then you tweak that one. It's too many tweakings. So, still tweaking the English version, but the book is available in audio, paperback, and EPUB or ebook version right now in English. Yeah. So, that being said, It was crazy, right? We are living a lot of things
Yes.
and sharing them on this podcast.
Yeah.
Every single
Every
Tuesday.
single Tuesday.
So thank you for tuning in. I'm Marianne Delacroix, also known and famously on the internet as Piper Blush, and I do this podcast and my whole entire life with my master. Yeah, master.
Yes.
And we hope to find you on happysubmissive.com. Just so you want to join the movement and be there with us. Also, all the podcast episodes are there. You can pitch in for topics for the next podcasts. But also, well, we're putting some stuff on there. Like,
we got Lily.
yeah,
She's back online.
she's just back online.
she's-
The uncensored AI.
You
Because
can
we're like,
try for free.
yeah, she talks about the book too. She talks about submission, about domination, about a relationship. And then, well, of course, please do share this podcast with everybody and anybody who you know it will shock.
Your mother.
Your mama. And, well, the other thing is make sure to subscribe, yes, and review the podcast. If you're listening and you have your phone nearby or you're on your browser, well, make sure to just give it a like, follow it so that you know when a new episode is out. And it also really helps the podcast because we have made over 1,000 downloads already, but now the next threshold is 10,000.
It's 10,000.
Yeah, that's the next
Okay.
threshold. So we're going to get there. Thank you all for listening and for watching. If you were watching, we'll see you or you'll hear us in the next one.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we are?